I got a cease and desist and served here at the district for something I did on my own social media, talking about the unfairness of boys and girls sports. We're talking about biological males in girls sports. The problem that I have is I just said it was unfair and that a boy is stealing these opportunities from girls, because that's the truth. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I also have First Amendment rights, and I will never shut up in regards to that. So this cease and desist, that's what I feel about that cease and desist.
What a moment there. This is from Chino Valley School Board President Sonja Shaw earlier this year, really showcasing the frustration felt by parents and students nationwide as women's sports and students' rights come under threat from radical policies that allow biological males to compete against girls.
So just this week, the controversy continues as A.B. Hernandez, a biological male athlete, remains eligible to compete in girls' high school events in California. So Hernandez's participation in these girls' events becoming a flashpoint in gender identity rules, with the California Interscholastic Federation facing calls for clear policies and greater transparency.
With that, let's welcome in Sonja Shaw, again, a community advocate for female athletes, mom of 2 female athletes, and currently running for California State Superintendent. So Sonja, welcome. We just played a clip of yourself, and maybe you could add some context again as to how you received this letter. We understand there was some frustration when you're showing up at this track event and realizing that, wait a second, a man can compete against women, or at least a young man. Your thoughts?
Absolutely. And I'm also a mother of 2 female athletes, so this definitely hits home. And I just shared something that has been shared on the internet, and it was a boy saying it was his to lose. And I was like, no, it's his to steal. And honestly, this boy has affected our own, females in our own district. And, it's just wrong. A boy is a boy, a girl is a girl. And when I speak the truth and I get a cease and desist from a mother who's allowing this to her own son, it just shows exactly where we are, especially in California, but as a nation too, because this is not a California thing. We're trying to fight the good fight to prevent all girls from having to deal with it.
A lot of controversy over this. I want to show this clip here. This is from a mother who actually confronted you at a track meet last month. Let's watch.
I'm going to listen. I don't have to. I have a right to speak truth. Boys are boys, girls are girls. This son does not belong competing against those girls, period. What a coward of a woman you are allowing that. What a coward telling girls to go and compete against a boy? How embarrassing.
My apologies. I believe that was A.B. Hernandez's mother. But what's your takeaway from that?
Yeah, I was at the track meet. We were there to support the girls. I was with Sophia Laurie, Jessica Tapia. We've been big advocates on the ground alongside Riley Gaines. We've been fighting this here in California. And we were there supporting the girls, and the mother confronted me, and she pretty much told me to shut up when I was cheering for the girls. And I told her, no, I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to stop exposing the truth. And this is wrong on both sides. The boy's a victim, and so are our girls. At the end of the day, people that are allowing this to the boys, they're handing these kids over on a silver platter to what I call a cult. And then the girls are being affected by it. I mean, this is just the truth. Fairness should protect our girls. Title IX was put in place in the 1970s to do that. And California has perverted the laws here to allow this to happen. And it's on adults' watch. How are we all sitting back and just letting this happen? I will not do that. I have not done that. And I've been very outspoken since I found out about this 5 years ago. Look, we're going to win this for our girls. We're going to win this for our daughters. And more importantly, the boys will be protected in this too, because people are lying to them.
When we were, again, just watching this athlete, and it has a lot of media coverage here, what were the results like? Maybe you could share that with our viewers. I understand it was a pretty crowded podium for the winners.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. We forced CIF's hand. Thank God the federal government had, finally intervened and said they were going to pull funding, which CIF did this pilot program, which allowed the girls, I mean, they pretty much admitted out loud since, 2012, they've been doing it wrong. But it allowed the girls, at least in this meet, to be invited back from the boy taking those opportunities, only in this meet. So mind you, all the other girls still didn't get invited back. But let's be honest, to be competing against the same boy that took those opportunities away from them, and then to share the podium with him. I mean, can this be any more insane in front of our eyes? This is not a win. Yes,